can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey with Dress for Success Central Alberta?
For sure. So my name is Alexa Hebert, and I'm from Red Deer. I grew up here, and I didn't know about this service until I walked out of prison. I had served 4 years for drug trafficking, and my life had spiraled out of control after high school with just simple partying, and it escalated to me trafficking narcotics to an undercover police officer, which landed me in prison for 4 years. I had nothing when I went into prison, and I had nothing when I came out of prison, but a desire to change my life. And my parole officer had actually told me about a program called Dress for Success, go get a job and figure it out. So I contacted you guys, and I had told you guys my story, that I was newly released on stat release from prison, and I really wanted to get a job, but I had no money and no clothing, and that would hinder me getting any sort of employment in Red Deer. So we booked an appointment, and I came to the program.
What were your initial thoughts or feelings when you connected with Dress for Success?
Dress for Success, I wasn't sure what it would entail or what kind of clothing or like what you would have at the office. So I went in hopes to get like an outfit. But I came out with a lot more than just an outfit with Dress for Success. The ladies that had seen me in the office put together a bunch of outfits for me, and boots and shoes and purses, and I had more than just an outfit. I came out with confidence. They made me feel welcome, and they didn't make me feel like I was an inmate coming out of prison or someone that had done something wrong or bad. They just pumped me up. They filled my cup. They made me feel positive. They helped me find my place that day and give me confidence to go take my resumes out and find a job. I didn't know what job, but
That's huge.
yeah.
How has your experience with Dress for Success shaped your professional and personal life?
Well, since I got those clothes that day with Dress for Success, I have walked a very positive life. I have not looked backwards. I've only looked forwards, and those clothes impacted me because I wasn't able to go out and buy clothing. And dress clothing at that is so expensive, and it helped me feel like $1 million walking out of prison wearing grays for 4 years, and then coming into a building like this with open arms and having the support of the women and putting on clothes that actually fit. And I didn't know what size I was. And we would try on stuff and we'd be like, okay, let's try something else. And it was like a little fashion show, and they just gave me confidence to feel like I could do this. I can make a new life, and I can try to get a job.
So what has this experience meant to you on a deeper level?
On a deeper level, well, I know that without Dress for Success, my journey to getting employment wouldn't have been easy, because I needed clothes to go to work. I had no income coming in. There's only so much my family would want to provide for me, as they were watching my daughter while I was incarcerated, so they had expenses of their own. So for me to come into a center and be able to be gifted clothes and shoes, a purse, a wallet, was just a whole new level of just security and confidence that it's taken me down the path now for 12 years. I have never looked back, and I've just walked with the confidence that Dress for Success gave me and moved on with my life.
That's such a gift. Is there something about your journey that you'd want others to hear or understand?
I think it's really important to understand that you're worth it, and whatever circumstance or scenario that your life has taken you to be asking for help with Dress for Success to just embrace all of it and accept it and love the journey and know that that you can always reach out for more support if you need anything else, because the women and the community at Dress for Success will always be there for you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can you recall any moments that felt especially meaningful or inspiring?
I can. When we were doing the fashion show, because we would try on things that I didn't really love, and they could see it on my face, and they're like, next!
What would you say to someone thinking about reaching out to Dress for Success?
Definitely do it. Get in there, share your story. Let the ladies know where you're at, what's brought you there. Be open, be honest. There's nothing that you can't tell them that is going to have them close the door on you and not help you. Mm-hmm. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you grow. They want to see you build a better future for yourself. So call and book an appointment and get into Dress for Success.
Yeah. What would you like to say to the people who make our work possible? So our volunteers, our donors, our staff.
If it wasn't for the ladies that were downstairs that day pumping me up, I don't know where I'd be. They are amazing. They wanted to see me succeed. Mm-hmm. I was in such a broken place at the time, and I was ashamed and it was so embarrassing to be where I was at 10 years ago and to have a daughter and not have not be a mother. And I wanted to be a mom, and I wanted to have nice clothes, and I wanted to present myself nicely. And this place gave me the opportunity to drop my child off at school and feel good because I had some nice clothes, and to go meet the teacher until I got a job and I was able to get more clothes and stuff. And it just, honestly, if it wasn't for the volunteers and the community that the Dress for Success has, I'm not sure that my release would have been as positive.
Is there anything else you'd like to share that we haven't touched on?
I'm so grateful to be here today because I'd like more people to know about Dress for Success and how it's such a huge part of the community, and how we can drop off our clothes here instead of other places, to help other women in need. And I'm just so happy that the program is still running after 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your story and for being an inspiration and,
of course,
trusting us to help you in your journey.
Of course. Yeah, it's a beautiful journey, and Dress for Success is a great program. Yeah, nothing but kind, positive vibes from Dress for Success. I love this place. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Megan.